You know where you are?
This is Nollywoodpicturestv.
I've been followed. I don't know them. I don't know these men. They've been on my tail since I broadcast from the mobile gas station. I don't know what they want from me, honey. I'm heading towards Blood of Jesus!
Keep quiet. Hey, enter that car! Make any move, I'll blow your brains off. Open that door, open that door. Whoa! I move this back.
Say anything to anybody. I didn't hear anything. I didn't say anything, sir.
Are you under any illusion that we arrested you by mistake? Huh? We know who you are. Pastor Timothy of Omega Dynamic Word Assembly. We know who you are. That famous church where men and women from this city go to deposit millions into your account every Sunday as tithes.
If you know me, sir, what do you want from me?
I will answer that question, but first let me ask you. Do you know the reason why your church is filled to capacity every Sunday?
People come to my church every Sunday because we preach the word of God undiluted. People come to my church just because of that. And the Lord has been faithful to his promises. His word cannot go back in vain.
Bullshit. Arrant nonsense. What the hell do you preach more than every other pastor in this town? Tell me the truth. You tell me. Huh? Your church is filled to capacity every Sunday because we let it do so. Do you understand me?
I'm sorry, sir, I don't understand.
You don't understand? Alright, I'll make you understand. As from next week, you're required to pay a monthly tax of 5 million naira into this account. The tax is perpetual, and if you default at any time, your church will be reduced to rubbles, and maybe your body will be found in the rubble. Who knows? If you're unlucky. If you're lucky, you may have taken to your heels.
I'm sorry, sir, but who are you?
I'm Bruno. They call me Sir Bruno. I'm the Lord of Cardinal Crusade. I'm the owner of this town. We have monopoly over the instruments of violence this discussion never took place. Okay? You were not even here today. Because no other ear must hear what transpired here today. Because if it happens, then I'll send my boys to Jos to kill your parents.
You know my parents live in Jos?
Not only your parents. I know the whereabouts of every one of your siblings. And you know something? We shall kill every one of them slowly. You understand? So be wise. Don't let anybody hear about this, because if it happens, they are dead. And your church reduced to a rubble. You will not blame me for that. Take him to the streets.
That's money, the power of money. It can put a smile on your face or make you cry. It can bring sanity or cause insanity. It can turn people to monsters. That's money, the power of money. Greed, deceit, the quest for fortune and fame.
Are you still here? Go and eat your food. It's getting cold and it is getting late.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll eat.
That is what you will say every other night. At the end, you will not eat your dinner. My dear, you are not helping yourself. I understand that people are mindful of what and when they eat these days. But you don't have to starve yourself to death. Go and eat your dinner.
I have asked you severally, and you have consistently turned me down.
What do you want?
I want to know everything about the circumstances surrounding my father's death. I am no longer a child, Mother. I want to know. I'm a graduate. I've asked you to explain to me, but you have continuously rebuffed me.
And I have told you, Sarah, that your father died 5 years after your birth. It was unfortunate, but that is what happened.
I have this feeling he was killed. Mother, you have to talk to me. I am no longer a child. I have a right to know. I have a right to know.
Why are you suddenly disconcerted? Your father died and was buried in peace.
He may have been buried in peace, but I'm sure he didn't die in peace. I see him in my dreams, Mother. He looks worried, unhappy, sad. Mother, you have to tell me all you know. You have to tell me so I can see what I can do. Anything to help him rest in peace. For all we care, the person who killed father might still be walking around freely. You have to talk to me.
It's okay. It's okay. Now, go and eat your food. I will tell you after you must have eaten.
You promise?
I promise. I promise. Come.
Can turn people to monsters. That's money, the power of
Sir,
money.
do you think Pastor Timothy is going to drop the money?
If he doesn't pay up, I'll raise his church down. People are beginning to take my leniency for weakness. I am the one managing the secrets of A&D Incorporated. I have enough information on that company to sink it. Why they are beginning to play pranks with me, I don't understand.
Sir, suffering in silence is never part of professionalism. Sir, I want you to tell us what you want us to do and to what level do you want us to take this thing to?
No, we're not in a hurry. I don't want you to be in any hurry at all. I want to have enough time to think.
In my own opinion, bros, I think the amount we are getting from A&D is small. Maybe that's why they don't take us seriously. So I suggest we increase our pay to 3 million naira monthly. In that way, they might take us seriously, sir.
I have informed them that from now on, it will be 4 million naira every month. And they have not responded yet. So I think a hit should be the next option. So we should all wait for that hit.
All right,
because that's what it requires now.
Can I use a lighter, please?
And who the hell are you?
I'm Frances. Can I get a lighter from you guys?
Take the lighter. And don't you ever interfere in other people's business, okay?
Hey, Todd, don't be too hard on the girl. She's just a friend. Baby? Frances? Come on, beautiful girl. Come on, have a seat here. Oh, she looks good. Come on, sit down. And tell me why you're here.
Sorry, man. You see your life? If not because I respect you, I would have gone. You gave me an appointment. Wait for me until 10. And then you turned your phone off. Look at the time. 11:30 in the night. And you're walking in here.
I'm very sorry. Some other things kept me really busy. Really, I'm sorry.
Okay. May I know the reason why you asked me to wait here?
You see, I really don't like the way you are treating this man from Cardinal Crusade.
I can't believe this. Are you telling me that the reason why you asked me to wait here is for us to begin to discuss Cardinal Crusade? Is that what you're talking about?
Sir Bruno is a very dangerous man. He's a radical. Other people working for him understand one language: destruction. I don't want us to ignite their anger.
Have you finished?
What do you mean by that?
You don't know? Have you managed to pick up a calculator and see the percentage? Somebody you are paying 1 million naira every month suddenly is asking you to pay 4 million naira. And you are telling me that I have to stay here and discuss that? You told me to wait here. That you want us to discuss something. And I was thinking it's something that has got to do with the welfare of this company. And you're talking of Cardinal Crusade? Why are you doing this? You want me to pay the 4 million naira or what?
This is not just about 4 million. It's about negotiation. We're in business. So are they. You sit down, they sit down, we negotiate and arrive at a compromise.
You get the security to lock up this place and out of it. Please. Sorry. I'm so disappointed you wasted my time. Alright.
Are you still lying down? Look at the time. You're supposed to be up from bed by now. Are you not the one I am talking to? What is the matter with you? Can't you even say good morning to me?
You forced me to eat late last night against my wish, promising you're going to tell me everything you knew about my father's death. You said nothing. And now you expect me to be excited and then say good morning.
But I have told you I knew nothing about it. Your father died and was buried. That is all I know.
That's all you think you know. But that's not all to it.
Well, you are free to find out what is correct. But God knows if I could do anything to help, I would do it. But now, I am off to the market. Please clean everywhere. I will not be back early. sorry, honey, but I have the reason to believe that you're hiding something from me.
There's a difference between a man that is hiding something and a man that is not willing to speak. I am fine.
But ever since you came back yesterday, you've been behaving awkwardly. Tell me, is anything going on? I am your wife.
Why are you pressing this? You are my wife, no doubt, and I love you so much.
Then tell me. Reason why you are behaving as someone who is under attack. Or has it anything to do with those people you called yesterday to say they were trailing you?
I had a rough encounter with some men that are suspected to be part of the mafias in the city.
What did they say? Tell me, what did they want?
I want you to forget about it. I want us to focus to the church. God has blessed us so much, and I don't want anything to come in between us. Please forget it.
Yes. Go and sit down, I'm coming. Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I sent for you because certain things are not right.
Certain things are... What do you mean certain things are not right? The country itself is not moving well. Nothing is right. So I don't understand certain things are not right.
I'm not talking about the country. I'm talking about our family, the family of you and I.
The family of you and I?
Yes.
I don't understand. Did you hear anything?
Alice came here yesterday. She asked me some thought-provoking questions. When she left, I was asking myself some questions. And many things do not gel.
Gilbert, you're still speaking in parables.
Alice wanted me to explain everything I know about her father's death. In fact, she was of the opinion that her father was killed.
Richard that died years ago. What do you intend to achieve by opening up a case that has been resolved years ago?
I'm not opening any case. I told you that Alice visited me yesterday to inform me that she wants to open up a case. That, according to her, Richard appeared to her several times, urging her to find his killers.
Richard appeared to her?
Yes.
In fact, you guys are kidding.
Nobody is kidding. The problem with you is that you never take things seriously. And that is not the character of a real man. Huh?
I never take things seriously?
Yes.
I never take things seriously, eh? What do you want me to take seriously here? Eh? Richard that died many years ago, you are now telling me that he's appearing somewhere. Listen, let me tell you, Gilbert. I am not ready to sit down here with you and listen to all this rubbish or cock and bull stories. If you don't have something to tell me, I'm going.
You are not going anywhere.
Meaning, you will stop me?
No. But you must sit down so that we could resolve this matter. See, it could be our brother who was killed. It could be our brother who is frustrating our efforts. Look at you. 44 years you are not yet married. Look at my workshop. I found it difficult to pay my bills. The spirit of our brother maybe is against us because we've done nothing, absolutely nothing, to find or punish his killers. Can't you just think?
What is there to think? Gilbert, tell me, what is there to think? Listen, let me tell you something. That I am not married today is my business. Yes, it is personal. It is very, very personal. It has nothing to do with spirit or ghost. Let me tell you something. That you can no longer foot your bills, this, that, or whatever, is because of the economic state in this country. It is not because of spirit or ghost. So don't even go there. I want to go and do something, attend to some business. Maybe we talk about all these things some other time. Eh? I'm going.
Esin, my mother never saw these documents. Could it be?
We've walked almost 75 minutes without seeing anybody. Eh? What kind of people will do business in this kind of place?
My friend, be a man and follow me with faith. We will soon meet the men.
Oh, brother. Will you still give me the money you promised?
But you have not told me what you want to do with the money.
Okay. I'll set up a business. As soon as I do that, I'll get married.
Listen, I will not only give you the money, I will open ways for you. I will make sure that you grow beyond your imagination. In fact, I will change your name to Success because you will grow from one success to the other. Believe me, I'm going to do it.
Hey, brother, thank you.
Brother. Che.
Gilbert is right. He's going around appearing to people. Oh my God.
Gilbert. Please give me some water to drink. What's the matter? Just go and sit down.
Change.
Oh. What happened? Where are you coming from?
From my house.
Hey, what happened? Where then are you running?
I saw Richard. In fact, I have seen what you say Alice sees. There is trouble.
Hey, what do you mean?
I was coming back from the business I told you earlier today. And I went straight home to take rest. I now slept off and dreamt. I saw Richard took me to a lonely part where he disappeared and exposed me to an ancient warrior who wanted to kill me. I woke up. It was a dream. My brother, I have never witnessed this kind of dream since I was born.
This is serious. Nightmares normally come in the night. To see nightmare in the daytime is something really serious.
That is why I ran straight here. I don't want to witness this kind of dream again.
Have you seen what I'm saying? Alice must not be ignored.
Yes, Gilbert, I have seen it.
Have you seen these documents before?
No, I have not. Where did you get them from?
Do you know any company called Agrippa Investment Limited?
Yes, I used to know the company. But the company is no longer in existence.
Was father part of that company?
How do you mean?
I mean, did father have any business relationship whatsoever with that company?
Your father was a very conservative person. He operated alone. If I tell you that I don't know the banks where he kept his money, you will not believe it. I tried all my best when he died, but the bank dismissed me for lack of documentary support. But I know that the banks are still keeping his money.
In essence, mother, you are saying that whether or not father had a business relationship with that company, you don't know?
Exactly. I don't know. What did you see in the paper?
I'll tell you later. Mother, do you know who owns Agrippa Investment Limited?
My dear, you asked too many questions. Agrippa Investment was a big company. It was too big to be owned by one person. Besides, the company has died.
That's all you know?
That is all I know.
I want to trace the owner of Agrippa Investment Limited.
My dear, where will you start from? To trace a company that died more than 10 years ago? Why are you searching for the company? What?
I'm actually here in line with my investigation about Agrippa Investment Limited. I don't know, the last time I came here you said something about it folding up years before we were born, and I was wondering if you found out anything new.
I'm not supposed to do this.
Listen, I know. Just assume you're doing this as a favor for a lady like yourself. I honestly believe my father had something to do with that company, and that's why I've come to see you, because you are an official of the Corporate Affairs Commission. Please, I beg you. What else have you found out?
Agrippa Investments Limited merged with Defcon Transvanity Limited. The two companies now answer A&D Incorporated. That's the company, that's the name we have in our records. If you want information on Agrippa, I'll advise you go to A&D. I suggest you know where that is.
Sure, yes.
And cost problems. That's money, the power of money. It can put a smile on your face or make you cry. It can bring sanity or cause insanity. It can turn people to monsters. That's money, the power of money. Greed, deceit, the quest for fortune and fame. That's the order of the day. Because of money, people carrying out criminal activities with boldness and wickedness, crushing down anything and anyone that comes in their way. Good people are run down, dreams and aspirations are destroyed.
I want you to understand what I am saying. We are giving these people too much space. We are giving them too much respect, and that's why they believe we are cowards. How can you explain this? I am paying a man 1 million naira every month for doing practically nothing. And he's not satisfied. He's asking me to pay 4 million naira every month. What is he doing? How much are we making in 1 month? How much?
You are mixing up a whole lot of issues here.
Really?
The organization is evil. Yes, I agree.
Thank God you know.
But they are powerful.
Powerful?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, don't go in there. Excuse me. Excuse me, don't go in. So I told me you're having a meeting. You pushed me down and continued to your office.
What are you doing in my office?
You have an office? Do you really have an office?
Did you hear that? You are sitting down in my office and you are asking me if I have an office? What kind of question is that?
You see, I could have sent my boys to come and see you, but I had to come myself. You know why? To make you understand the urgency of it.
There is nothing urgent around here. There is nothing, listen, there is nothing urgent around here. Why can't you go and find a business to do? Why can't you just go and find a business? Why are you going around making everybody? You can't continue like this.
You call it milking. I call it my business. And let me tell you, boy, by tomorrow, if you don't pay up as you're expected to do, I'll come and level this place down. If your dead body is found in the rubbles, too bad.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I am going to pay you the 1 million naira that we have always paid. I'm not going to pay the 4 million naira.
Oh, I shouldn't go and look for another business? As you advised? Now listen, my boy. You pay the 4 million naira, okay? As you were told. Because if you don't do exactly as you were told, whatever happens to you will be your responsibility.
I hate this man.
That was not what I expected you to do. You are causing problem for everybody here and I don't like it.
Benson, what are you talking about? I should begin to do what? I should pay him 4 million naira? How do you explain that? The approval we have is for 1 million naira. I can't pay 4 million.
I'm not asking you to pay him 4 million. It's all about negotiation. Listen, he can accept 1.5 or even 2 million. All you need to do is go to the casino or wherever he is, sit down with him and negotiate. You have to iron this thing out this night.
Now listen to me. I am not a terrorist. That man I just left here now is a terrorist. And I cannot sit down and negotiate anything with a terrorist. Second, I don't go to casino to do anything because I'm a Christian. What's funny?
I know you're a Christian. I am a Christian. That man that just left here, he's a Christian. And whoever owns the casino is also a Christian. We are Christians. Listen, I am not asking you to go to the casino and fool around. What I'm asking you to do is business negotiation. That's what I'm talking about.
By the weekend and the colors, oh, because of the love of money, it can be good, or bad. It can bring happiness, or sadness. It can solve problems and cause problems. That's money, the power of money.
We cannot dismiss Alice as a child. She is free to develop a mind of her own. And a lot of things point to the fact that she may be right that if Richards was killed.
I don't understand.
Ethelbert, who takes nothing serious, was shocked to the marrow some days back.
Ethelbert?
Yes.
What happened?
Richard appeared to him in a broad dream. with an ancient warrior that would have killed him. When he woke up, he found out he was dreaming. He ran to my workshop to confirm that Alice may have seen one of few things.
This is unbelievable. How come he has appeared to everybody and he has never appeared to me?
He has also never appeared to me. But as a man, I now know that a lot of things are not right in the family.
How do you mean?
Before the death of your husband, Richard, our family was a promising family. There was progress everywhere. But since he died, it appears like if there is a cloak covering everybody. My business is no more flourishing. Look at Etebat. As old as he is, he's not married. And he's not thinking about that.
Coming to that one, Etebat is thinking about marriage.
He told you that?
He wants to marry me. He has proposed to me even more than 10 times.
You are not serious.
I am serious, and I don't know what gives him the impression that I would like to marry him.
Good evening, Uncle.
Oh, my dear, how are you?
Fine. Mommy, good evening.
My baby. You're back.
Yes. Thank God you're here, Uncle. I was actually thinking of coming to your workshop. I needed to discuss some things with you.
Ah. Is there anything the matter?
Well, I asked my mother here some questions. She says she doesn't know. So I wanted to come and ask you to know if you knew something.
Well, it depends on what you want to know.
Uncle, did my father ever discuss his business with you? I mean, do you know of any relationship he has with Agrippa Investment Limited?
Your father was rather a very tough person. He can discuss any other thing with you, but in terms of his business, he will abandon you. So I never know anything about his business. He never discussed his business interest with me.
I already told her the kind of father she had, but she wouldn't listen. She wouldn't understand it.
I found a document confirming that my father had a business understanding with Agrippa Investment Limited.
Really?
Yes.
What and what did the document say?
I don't know much for now, Uncle. But when I lay my hands on anything, I'll tell you about it.
Ah, okay. When you round off, just let me know.
I will.
I believe it. Madam, we must all come together to pursue the truth. If actually my brother Richard was killed, we must do something for him.
Anyway, if there is anything I could do to help, definitely I will do it.
There's no problem.
Thank you so much, Uncle. Let me see you to the door.
Okay. No problem.
Hello, please, I am wondering if you could be of help to me.
Depends on the kind of help you're asking.
What's your name, sir?
What do you want?
Okay. My name is Larry Okafor. Precisely, they call me Mr. Okafor. I am a chief executive of a thriving company. Naturally, I shouldn't be in this kind of place.
Then why are you here?
I am looking for a man called Sir Bruno. I called him on the phone and he said he's within this environment, that I should ask around, that I met you and I'm asking you. Where do I see him?
Go to the VIP bar there. He's right there with his men. You have to be very careful.
Now go straight to the point. Sir, I came around to inform you that the 4 million naira you have asked us to pay is unrealistic. We, the managers of the company, are not the owners of the money. We manage the money for the owners of the company. You know them, the board of directors. And we have approval. We can only overspend by 50%. So the 4 million naira you are asking us to pay is not possible. We cannot pay 4 million naira. Sir.
I hate it when my leniency is being misjudged.
Sir, with all due respect, sir, I can say that your leniency is not being misjudged. I came here to explain our position to you because I am guided to say that you will not be able to understand if I didn't explain. And that's why I took the risk of coming here this night to explain the situation to you, sir.
In essence, how much are you willing to pay?
Sir, in line with the approval I have, I can pay you $1.5 million. $1.5 million.
I'm a professional, and so I understand others.
Thank you.
I will take 2 million naira from you last, and the payment will be on Monday. If you fail, I will carry out my plans.
Sir, there will be no need for you to carry out the said plans. Because what you are asking me to do is going to be very hard. For me to pay you anything above 50%, I have to get approval from the board. And this approval takes time to come, sir. I think you can understand this.
All right. Okay. Pay the 1.5 now. And I'll give you 2 months to get your so-called approval. If you fail to do so, don't blame me.
Thank you very much, sir. I am impressed. At least the meeting has managed to yield something tangible. It is not absolutely a waste of time. 2 months is enough time for me to get the approval that I need to pay you what you want. Thank you very much, sir. I think I have to be on my way now.
Let me see you off to the car.
No need. I know where my car is.
You can't walk alone, son. Gansa will just fix on you, so let me see you off to the car.
Yes, Inspector Jide. Well, you've been here for about a month. I want to know what you have found out so far.
The criminal network in this city is growing rapidly. And if we fail to tame its evil, I'm afraid, sir, it might also consume the police force.
Well, can you just talk in specifics? I don't understand what criminal network you're talking about.
I'm talking about the mafia body in this city, sir. They are led to have monopoly over instruments of violence, sir. Businesses are forced to pay taxes to them on a monthly basis, and I'm talking about millions of naira too. As we speak, sir, reports reaching me say they are also facing these churches.
How do you mean?
A certain Pastor Timothy was approached. In fact, he was kidnapped, and he was placed on a monthly task of 5 million naira. Else, they will reduce his church to dust.
I mean, that's, blow up the church or something.
Exactly what they told the pastor, sir. Sir, according to them, they say the only reason why people come to his church is because they, the mafia, allow them to. If the pastor fails to pay them this 5 million naira monthly, sir, they would stop his congregation from trooping to his church.
I mean, what's all that? Stopping congregation from trooping into the church? I mean, how are they going to do that?
I don't know, sir. But the truth of the matter is that I'm out to dismantle their network.
Oh, no. Oh, this is not something we should start hurrying about, okay? You need to give me time to conduct my own investigation. All I just want from you is the dossier you have on this group.
Well, sir, I've already prepared a dossier.
Good.
But I'm still gathering information on the mafia. But still, I can tell you what I have. I can rely on nailing the mafia real hard.
Inspector Jide, I am the area commander here, and you report to me. I mean, what's this heat and heat all about? All you need to do is let me have your dossier. Let's see what we can do with it, and then from there we can begin to talk.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Yes, come in.
This one you are still tired of. Are you alright?
Welcome, good morning, Gilbert. How's everything?
No problem.
This one you are in my house this morning, I hope. There's no problem.
I went to Richard's widow yesterday and I discussed the issue with her. Like me, she was also beginning to believe her husband was killed.
So what do we do?
I also met Alice. She asked me if I know anything concerning business understanding Richard had with Agrippa Investment Limited.
Well, Agrippa as a company has been expunged from the lexicon of companies.
I know. But do you know if Richard had any business understanding with them?
You were closer to Richard than myself. And if you don't have knowledge of business understanding, I don't know.
Anyway, Alice is coming to my workshop later today. She says she found a document that suggests Richard had a business link with them.
Document?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
One more thing, Ethelbert. Why would you make marriage proposals to Alice's mother without mentioning it to me? Why?
Gilbert, she told you so.
Of course. How else will I know if she didn't tell me?
Has she accepted the proposal?
Oh, you have not answered my question.
What are you asking?
Why would you make that kind of proposals without my knowledge? Why?
How is it your business? It's my business.
And what does that mean?
Gilbert, listen, let me tell you something. That woman might not be young. She might not be extremely beautiful. But I tell you something. She is the only woman that possesses all I needed for a wife. She's good, she's cute. Could you imagine? Since her husband died, she has remained calm. Nobody visits her in her house. In fact, I think the best thing to do for her is to marry her.
So you are saying this?
Ikwese ma. Obri ne kana akuzili mmadu. So rapu.
Well, I am sorry, Mr. Kauri, but I think you have to write something that is more detailed. I'm not comfortable with what I'm seeing here. Please. Have you made a deposit?
Yes. The 1.5 I paid in was the least. Some others were paying 2 million, 3 million. A lady actually paid in 5 million. I don't get it. I can't understand how they've been able to hold all these companies to ransom.
Bessie, may I know the names of these other companies that were paying them money?
I didn't get them. I don't know.
So what do you make of these developments?
This syndicate is controlling this city. They've caged everybody. They control everybody. They've converted every company to their paymasters. They do practically nothing. Yet people are paying them heavily.
Am I not vindicated? Are you not beginning to talk like somebody who actually passed through professors? Cardinal Crusade or whatever thing they call themselves, as far as I'm concerned, is a busybody. And we have to, treat them as a corporate entity that is driven by law and due process. You understand what I'm saying?
We do.
Yes, Amanda, what is it?
Excuse me, sir, there is a girl I want to see.
Who is she?
She said her name is Alice.
Alice. I don't know anyone called Alice, but send her in.
Excuse me.
Maybe I should step out so you could have time to chat with this Alice girl. Well, just be careful, the stairs are low. And you never can tell.
Do you actually think that this company is one of those useless companies that one girl can come in and ruin?
She could be one of those Jezebels that could run down this company.
Benson, please go.
Good day, Good day, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Please, are you the boss of this big company?
You know, when wonderful people like you say something good about this company, you know, my head grows bigger.
Are you the boss, sir?
No, I am not the boss. I am actually the general manager. The guy that just left here is Benson. He is the one in charge of domestic operations. If I must tell you, this company doesn't belong to any one man. It belongs to some shareholders and they appoint managers to run the place.
I understand that Agrippa Investment Limited actually merged with another company called Devcon Transvanity Limited to become A&D Incorporated.
Who are you? I mean, didn't you see the sign outside the gate there that we don't want journalists inside this compound?
No, sir. I'm not a journalist.
Then who are you? And why are you asking me technical questions?
The merging of Agrippa and Devcon actually led to the vibrant company we now have here, A&D Incorporated.
You know what? Level up to me. Do you want a job, please?
Do you have a job?
Well, presently I don't have any job, but if you are here to get a job, I can create a job for you. Forget about the qualification because you are qualified.
How are you sure I'm qualified?
Why? What are you talking about? We are those that are giving out these jobs. We create the jobs, we give them out. We know those that are qualified. Forget the paper qualification because that is nonsense to me. Me looking at you from head, pan you down to your legs, I know you are qualified. I can give you a job.
Well, I must say I'm honored. I mean, I came here to make inquiries about Agrippa, and here I am getting the job. Thank you.
Do you know what? I want you to write the application fast and submit it. If you cannot write the application, you tell me. I will even help you to develop the application.
Excuse me, sir. I can actually read and write perfectly. I'm a graduate.
You're a graduate?
Yes.
Of what?
Philosophy and English.
Philosophy and English. And your name is Alice?
Yes, sir.
As in Alice?
Alice.
Alice, right?
Alice.
The message was quite urgent, so I had to abandon everything I was doing, so I could, come and see you.
I don't like your operations.
What did I do wrong, sir?
I engineered your promotion. I also worked hard for you to get transferred to the city because I wanted us to work together. I wanted to make you a big officer. But I have a feeling that you are a weakling. Yes, you're a weakling. And so I'm going to work extra hard to make sure that you're transferred back to the village where you belong. Because weaklings have no place in my city.
Well, with due respect, sir, I'm not a weakling. I'm not an incompetent police officer. You see, the recent problem that I have to grapple with now is this Inspector Jide.
Who is Inspector Jide?
He holds a degree in criminal law and he was drafted indirectly from the force headquarters. And since he came in, he's been creating problems for everybody in the office.
See why I call you a weakling? If you have identified this Inspector Jide as a problem, why don't you apply the Russian option? Kill him. Huh? Listen to me, man. I spend a lot of money to run this city. I pay you a lot of money. If the presidency sends a man you identify as problem in this city, what are you waiting for? Eliminate him.
It's not as easy as you think, sir.
What are you talking about?
Well, apart from the fact that he holds a degree in criminal law, this inspector had worked in Canada. He, at a point, was the bodyguard to the mayor in Toronto. At some point, he even worked at the Gaza Strip as the only Nigerian who was attached to Israeli anti-terrorist groups. So he has a vast dose of experience. So such an inspector is not easy to just eliminate like that.
You're a coward. That's what you are. See, when a colonel became a thorn in the flesh of some Lebanese, he was beheaded with all the training. You understand? Where does this, your inspector live? Where does he live?
Now that's another problem. The IG himself quartered him at the government guest house.
See, everything is a problem to you. Every little challenge is a problem to you. Listen to me. I want this Inspector Jide eliminated. You understand? Because he's encouraging my hostages to disrespect me. You understand?
Okay, it's noted. It's noted, sir.
See, sometimes I feel sorry for you. I don't like to remember you at all. Because if I remember you, I keep thinking of the best way to get rid of you. Honestly.
Are you writing another examination?
No, I'm not.
Go and have your dinner.
I will eat, Ma.
Go and eat now. The food is getting cold. Besides, the books are not running away.
Mommy, I have a job waiting for me at A&D Incorporated.
What did you say?
I went to the general manager. I wanted to ask questions, and then he offered me a job. So he asked me to write my application and submit it. So I'm trying to proofread so I don't make a mistake.
Just like that?
Just like that. I thought the man was joking, but he seriously did have a job for me. I'm so excited. I don't want to make any mistake with this application.
Anyway, I am not trying to dissuade you, but I am not sincerely happy with your association with that company.
Mommy, wish me luck. I know what I'm doing.
Yes, Zainab. What do you want?
Sir, my neighbor told me yesterday that she saw my boss, and that is you, sir, in company of some men she suspected were criminals. I did not believe her. I actually was defending you. But when she was done describing you, I was convinced that she must have seen you.
Zainab, can you just speak in plain language? What's this meeting about?
Sir, the lady said something that shows she has lost interest in the police force. And as an officer, I was weakened.
Zainab, is it because I condescended to your level? Because I laugh with you, I crack jokes with you, I laugh with you, that you have the impetus to walk into my office and talk to me, suggesting insubordination?
I'm very sorry, sir. But the conclusion you were drawing on me is not fair. The masses are living on the grace of God, sir. And all I wanted us to do is give them hope as police officers that we are, with our conduct.
Zainab, get out of my office.
Yes, sir.
No, come back here, come. If I ever hear this outside this office, I will not just break your hands in this force, I will break them where?
afternoon, Uncle.
My dear, how are you?
I'm fine.
Please, you sit down. Okay, manage it.
Of course, Uncle.
Okay, I'm coming. You're welcome.
Uncle, how is work?
Oh, work? We are not giving up. So long as there is life, there is hope. That is my own. So what can I offer you?
Nothing, Uncle, nothing. I ate at home before I left.
Alice, I don't have any evidence yet. But like you, I'm becoming convinced that your father, Richard, did not die a natural death. I now think he was murdered. But still, I can't figure out why he was killed and who actually killed him.
Uncle, I honestly appreciate the measure of support and kindness I'm getting from you and Uncle Etibet. Not to worry. I'm going to figure it out. It might take time, but it's a gradual process.
There's no problem. Just give me your pen. You have all my support.
Thank you very much, Uncle. Uncle, I was wondering if I could get transport money from you. I want to get to A&D Incorporated. I've actually asked Mom for money too much and I don't know how to ask her again.
Would this be enough?
Uncle, it's more than enough. Thank you.
Oh, don't mention. Alice, if I may ask, what are you going to do at A&T Incorporated? Because that company has a link with the Mafia. What are you going there to do?
The general manager actually offered me a job. In fact, I'm going to submit my application.
The general manager offered you a job?
Yes.
That's strange. Huh? You must be very, very careful, my dear.
I'm very careful, Uncle. I'm very careful. Honestly, you have saved me. I'd already made up my mind that if I don't meet you here, I'll just trek to the company. But now...
I can't do anything to make sure that I keep you going.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention.
I should leave now.
Okay.
Yes, good day. What can I do for you?
Sir, can I shut the door? I want to speak with you.
Shut the door. And why would you want to do that?
Sir, I want to speak privately with you.
Alright, go ahead, shut the door. And whatever it is you want to tell me, be very professional about it. Don't try anything funny and don't try anything lewd, okay?
Sir, I know where you're going, but I'm not here for that.
So what are you here for?
Please, sir, do not be open to the area commander.
And why do you say that?
Sir, I'm talking to you because you're a brilliant officer. I admire you so much and you're my hero. Sir, the AC works for the Mafia. He is part and parcel of them and he is on their payroll. So if you have anything against the Mafia, please do not tell him. Because if you tell him, then you've told the Mafia.
Well, the police commissioner shares the same view, and that's why he asked the Inspector General of Police to send an intelligence officer here. I'm working day and night to confirm that.
Sir, you do not need further confirmation. I have worked here for 3 years, and I know everything. The AC wines and dines with that criminal called Sir Bruno. So, sir, please, I love to work with officers like you. If you have anything, do not tell him.
Well, thank you very much. You may go now.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, George, I'm going to bank on your intelligence to handle this. I'm quite busy in the office. But if you have to talk to me, then you can always call. I don't think I'll be able to make it down. All right, good. That will be good. Thank you.
Sir, you sent for me?
Yes, Zainab. Sit down. Zainab, what do you think about me?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't understand.
Okay. Now, when you look at me, what goes through your mind?
That you're a very intelligent officer, and that's why you're the area commander.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know this friend of yours who told you that she saw me in company with criminals? I want to know her name.
Linda, sir.
Oh.
But she has traveled to Dubai.
All right. When she comes back, you tell her I'd like to see her.
Yes, sir. But I hope you do not have any problem with what she said.
You know, Zainab, I am a trained police officer. I don't have a problem with anything. Nothing creates problems for me. I just want to see your friend.
Okay, sir. But was she right when she said she saw you in company with suspected criminals?
Zainab, this discussion is over.
Yes, sir.
When will you start constructing all this furniture you've been drawing? Every time you keep on drawing and drawing, but you never construct any.
Okay, I didn't call you for us to talk about furniture.
Mom, so why did you send for me?
Alice came here this morning.
And so what? Alice came here this morning. What about it?
She said she met with the general manager of A&D. He offered her a job. She has gone to submit the application.
You see what I mean? She went to submit an application for a job that has already been given to her. I suspect that manager is up to something. Listen, let me tell you. Please, warn her and advise her to mind the way she deals with men. Because if not that Alice is my niece, I would have married her.
Ethel, do you know you are becoming a jester? First, you want to marry her mother, and you want to marry her too.
See, I have money, ego, but there is no good wife. Ladies, ladies here and there, but no one is good enough to be a wife.
How will you define good?
Define good?
Yes. You have fitting under the cloak of looking for good for 40 years. Your situation is becoming an embarrassment to the family.
They are welcome. Don't insult me.
I am sorry if you take it as an insult. But I only call you for you to go to A&D company and know how Alice is faring.
See what I'm saying? I should go to the company and know how Alice is faring. See, that girl, Alice, is a big girl. And besides, she's a graduate. She can always take care of herself. Okay? Do not send this kind of message to me again.
Ethel, Richard will do that for you. Why can't you do it for his own daughter too?
Now I see. This is a deliberate attempt to get me angry. But I won't fall for it.
can't guess anything. What is it?
Okay. I got it!
You got what?
I got it! Remember the job I told you A&D Incorporated? I got the job! They gave me 200,000 naira wardrobe allowance immediately. Yes!
Wait. Don't take it as if I am not happy. But are you sure you are not walking into danger? Companies do not give wardrobe allowance to young, inexperienced employees.
I am not walking on danger. We are going out to celebrate. Come on. Come on, Mom. Let's go dress up.
So you called me?
Amanda.
Yes, sir.
I called you here because I wanted to ask you a very simple question. What course did you read in the university?
I read marketing, sir.
You see what I mean? You read marketing. You see what I mean? Men are made to work where they do not have basic training. Miserable square pegs are being forced into miserable round holes. That is the problem in this country. Men who never won any technical case as lawyers are made ministers for justice and attorney generals of the federation. Listen to me, I called you here to inform you that I am not ready to continue in that kind of nonsense.
Sir, I don't understand. I am doing well as an office secretary.
That's not the point. Can you show me one single certificate you have on secretarial studies? Just one certificate?
No, sir.
Right. You have been transferred to the marketing department. That is where you are qualified to be, and this transfer is with immediate effect.
But sir...
Don't give me any bit. Mr. Kaure, the head of the marketing department, has been briefed, and he's waiting for you to resume there as a marketing officer. And Amanda, I want to wish you success in your future endeavors. Thank you very much. You may leave now.
Excuse me.
There is always a time when nonsense must end.
Yes, Inspector. I asked for a dossier on the activities of this mafia. I mean, I haven't seen it. Why haven't you given me that dossier?
So I want the information you inherited on the activities of the mafia. You gathered and developed yourself. I want to gather your information and mine to produce an authentic dossier, sir.
Well, I didn't inherit any dossier or information, and I didn't prepare any one by myself.
Then there's something fundamentally wrong with the policing in this city.
What are you talking about?
Serious criminals operate in this city illegally. They become so powerful that churches and businesses fear them. They eliminate people anyhow. And the police in this city, both past and present, do not have any information on their activities. Sir, that is a dent to the image of the police force. And that is why I said there's something fundamentally wrong with the policing in this city.
So, are you putting the blame on my office?
So your office is saddled with the responsibility of policing this city, and if that job is not diligently done, then sir, I blame it on your office.
You have no right to insult me. You're only an inspector.
I am not insulting you, sir, but I say your office hasn't been fair to the masses of the city. They look up to the police for protection. And in a situation whereby the masses feel that the police are part of the mafia, then that is one ugly, embarrassing situation that needs addressing, sir.
You know what I want you to do? I want that dossier prepared and given to me immediately.
So I am not presenting my dossier until I have the information you have on the mafia. And if you say you don't have any information, then I don't have any information for you as well.
Do you realize that I'm your boss. Do you realize that you take orders from me?
I take ultimate orders from the man who sent me here, the Inspector General of Police. Have a nice day, sir.
You want to die? You want to wage war with a gang that have sophisticated weapons, huh? Okay.